Týr came limping through the doorway. Loki followed, eyes like flame. Neither spoke the question plainly. Still I knew why both men came. One had given hand for order, one had given sons to fate. Both were staring at the old man who had taught them all too late. The fire crackled in the silence. Snow was gathering at the door. Neither seemed to like the answer. I've seen that look before. Children, you ask me how you're meant to feel. After all these years, you still believe there was another wheel. No one lives forever. Not gods, not wolves, not kings. The Norns had carved our ending before the first raven spread its wings. Ragnarök was always coming. No wolf could stop that final bend. And after everything I've witnessed, all stories must end. Týr stared down at where his hand was. Loki looked away instead. Neither liked the thought that maybe fate was always moving ahead. Could we have spared the wolf his anger? Could we have left the chains unmade? Perhaps, but Fenrir still grows larger when destiny demands its trade. The world was old before I found it. It will outlive me when I'm gone. That is not tragedy, my children. That is simply how the song goes on. No one lives forever. Not gods, not wolves, not kings. Even mighty Yggdrasil must someday shed its leaves and rings. Ragnarök was always coming. The road was drawn from birth to end. And after everything I've witnessed, all stories must end. Wouldn't it be nice to let it burn, to watch the halls collapse at last? No more prophecies, no more bargains, no more living in the past. No more searching distant futures, no more weighing every cost. No more watching those I love march toward battles already lost. I've hung upon the windy tree. I've given eyes and blood and years. I know what waits beyond the fire. Children, it isn't something that I fear. Loki laughed, but only softly. Even he looked old tonight. The trickster wore no mask of humor. The wolf father held no fight. Týr just stood beside the hearth fire, quiet as the falling snow. The room felt smaller than the silence. The silence seemed to know. No one lives forever. Not gods, not wolves, not kings. The sea will claim the mountains. The wind will claim forgotten things. Ragnarök was always coming. The Norns had measured every threat. And maybe that's a mercy for the weary and the dead. The world will drown, the world will kindle. Green fields will rise beyond the sea. New halls will stand beneath the heavens. And someone else can govern them for me. Fire settled into embers. Týr lowered his gaze. Loki found no clever answer. outside. The black raven and the white raven vanished into the storm. And for the first time in many ages, the All-Father smiled. Not because the ending pleased him, but because he would finally be allowed to rest. After all stories must end.